Good morning. It's MJ from Ultra Love and Ultra Love TV. Happy to be here with you guys. It's Tuesday. It's September 5th. How's the week going so far? There's some beautiful astrological movements happening in the sky this week, worthy of noting as far as good news, positive opportunities, things, messages. Yesterday, my day was just jam-packed with all of these really significant signs, and my brain mind is still wanting to work it out and be like, what does that mean? Like literally just recently I was doing something and I was like, show me a sign, and then yesterday was like, bosh, there you go, continual. So intriguing. It's funny, this life, isn't it? And how we've been living it, and how we're just all these unique beings wandering around. And you know, I really like to believe that we're all doing the best that we can with the perspective or the awareness, the knowledge we have, you know. Of course, plenty of people wouldn't agree. Anyway, let's crack on with it, shall we? Divine guidance and loving clarity is my intention with tarot. Divine guidance and loving clarity. I'm an intuitive reader, so the way I lay the cards and then interpret the messages is like pure intuition. So please only book a private reading if you resonate with myself. And pretty stoked. Had a little treatment yesterday. I'm getting my nails done on Thursday. Woo woo! Okay, this is for the Ultra Love Collective. Divine guidance, loving clarity for my lover supreme. Divine guidance and loving clarity. Let's see what we get. So this energy is like, will they, won't they? That's what I'm hearing. Will they, won't they? Two of Cups is reversed. There's something coming back around though. And I think maybe you or another person, it's like they walked away and then are like coming back around, or you walked away and are coming back around. Why is the Two of Cups in the reverse? The fact that the Judgment card is here with the Wheel of Fortune means, or would signal to me, there is some sort of reversal. And with the Two of Cups there, it seems to be like a reversal in love. And I kind of want to say like that can go both ways. As in, if we're not in an appropriate or joyful or, I don't know, soulful, healthy, that's a good word. If we're not in a truly healthy and balanced dynamic, or if you're not receiving a reciprocity in presence or energy, then of course this return is bound to show itself and then be like, what's up? However, it might be, and this has been a big part of that Venus retrograde energy of, you know, having people, professionals, creatives, old friends, old lovers come back into our lives during that Venus retrograde. Now as it moves forward, we can have a lot of clarity. Like the lessons or the reviews or the people, or like just having closure, or for some, reinventing or reigniting the passion of this love, right? And as I say that, there's this Three of Cups, which that immediately makes me feel like, go out and have a good time. You know, like, I get that too. We can get really serious. And often that's not necessarily going to help us out. I often think of people like, or I relate it to, is it an analogy or metaphor? But that you're like, so there's a wall in front of you, and you could either just sit there and like bash your head against a wall, which you can imagine would, one, be painful, and two, not really get you anywhere. Whereas like sometimes you need to step back. Maybe when you step back, you can see that the wall has a way to mount it or a way to get around it, right? Without hurting yourself and just doing something repeatedly that's not working, right? And the point of the fun card, going out with some mates, whatever, that is about, like, just let go for a bit. I'm not necessarily propagating or advocating anything irresponsible other than, like, go out and have a nice time. You know, I'm not reading this in any way as a look, this devil just popped out as well in the reverse. So it's almost like an energy here of overcoming codependency in relationship, overcoming, yeah, because the devil's reverse, Wheel of Fortune upright, the Judgment card upright. Obviously that the love situation is not flowing for whatever reason. Your intuition might know why. It's imbalanced. So that intuition, and or simply put, if there was a love relationship that seemed promising that hasn't worked out, it's because it's imbalance. You know, like, we don't, sometimes I think we try to overanalyze and overcomplicate and it's par for the course. It's not good or bad. It's just that, like, you know, after a while, we're just gonna have to let it go. We're just gonna have to, you know, like, imbalance is imbalance. It's gonna sink the ship or topple the building or something, you know, long term. So there's nothing structurally sound about an imbalanced dynamic, which means you're not going to be able to build there. You're not going to be able to grow. You're not going to be able to, right? That's where we get the energy of stagnation, which from lots of perspectives, I would say stagnation is essentially a downturn. Because there's a spiral, there's a continual ebb and flow and expansion, contraction, and kind of evolution, as it were. So this idea of just, like, being still or stagnant is actually, I want to say the word atrophy, but I'm not sure if that's quite, well, yeah, it kind of kills the flow, which is not bad, which is not evolutionary, not helpful, right? Not really what you want. But that's where it highlights attachments. It's likelihood there's, like, an underlying addiction or attachment that makes us think we want to hold on to something that genuinely is not, again, it's not giving us anything. It's not supporting us. And often I think intuition will step in to really show us, like, this is not for you. I do hope that's helpful for some of you. Yeah, there's no new beginning in love here. I did say that there could be a return, but as I'm developing this as a separate story, okay? So some of you, of course, there's going to be people return and you make love and then you're going to be happily ever after. You're going to just have a better time. That's definitely possible too. Like, we have a review, we reconnect with people, we talk it out, and it's like, okay, let's both work on this together rather than letting it go. But if we do that and there's still the imbalance, then we're not going to take that new beginning. It's obvious. And I feel that the High Priestess is maybe there too, just signaling to you, this has been a very intuitive phase. Like, this has been, it's like our own evolution and getting to know the more infinitely intelligent self, right? I often, or yesterday maybe, I had a sort of whimsical thought again about this AI stuff. And I thought, see, this is where one thing I don't think the AI will ever be, pardon me, see, burping, AI, or can you do that? I don't know. But intuition, voila, that is, I was like, Shazam, that's the key, isn't it? Like, our emotionality and our intuition is what's gonna make us stand apart, being authentic, being, right? Like, and I jokingly, but hala Shazam, intuition reigns supreme. Like, our own personal intuition is, you know, the savior that we're looking for. Maybe I'm oversimplifying it or glamorizing it, but I don't think so. Intuition is like our gateway to God. Yeah. Anyway, do what you will with that information. And I've got to blow my nose. Just being real. So first, okay, let's have a little bit. There's this major shift happening, FYI. Major arcana, straight down the center, breaking free, evolving, situations turning around. Holy Shazam, there's another major arcana. Situations turning around, and you possibly, very likely, stepping into a new world, completing the end of an old cycle, stepping into a new one. For some of you, it's not even specifically just love. I think it's lots of different dynamics in your life based on a false perception that led you into having to let go constantly, having to constantly leave situations because there is foul play, imbalance in relationships, you giving more, someone else giving whatever. And it's just, I feel like this might have been a repeated phase of a loop and something shifting. Maybe it's part of this devil energy, like something you're just like, we're done, I'm going and I'm going to change this. So I feel like your connection is what's really evolving your experience into greater wholeness, essentially. Yeah. Boom, boom. Hala, hala, hala. That's it. That's it. So it's like you're evolving into greater wholeness. That is going to open you to new love. Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups. That's going to open. And love is love. Love is in the air. You know, love is love. I'm not just saying like there's one type of love. This is you being open to new friends, new job opportunities, right? New love in the romantic sense as well. But there's such an innocence here, yeah. And there could be somebody with their eye on you. Just saying. What's that? Can't take my eye off of you. You feel like heaven to touch. I want to hold you so much. And is it the way that we stare? Is it the love we compare? I don't know the words, but it's too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Do 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 do. I love you, babe. Well, there's your Tuesday jam. I always come alive by the end, usually. Little read for my lovers. I'm super looking forward. I'll let you guys know about some really cool things happening this week after the fact. And anyway, just high five. I hope you have a great day. I love you loads. Thanks for being my internet friends. Thank you for being. I'm going to go down. Peace.